Hey there, this is Scott from polarized.com. Link here at the bottom. I am here to review the WANDRD Prvke 21 camera bag. To kind of set the stage for today's review, it's going to be an unboxing and a review. Kind of my initial impressions are going to be caught here on camera, and I'll do some measurements and first thoughts and kind of how I feel about the bag and how it fits into my photography style. So hopefully you can learn something and make a better decision about whether to buy the bag or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unwrap the camera here in front of you so that you see it for the first time as I see it for the first time, and then I'll just kind of open it up, go through what some of my first thoughts are, first impressions. So this looks like the camera cube, and then here's the bag and the packing slip. So let's open this up. I'm going to set the camera cube aside here for a second. So here's the bag, here's the tag that came on it. It comes in kind of a protective case. I don't really intend to use this case much, but it's kind of nice that it came in it in case I ever need to store it. It says here on the back it was designed in Utah but made in Vietnam, so I don't know what your feelings are about that. First things first, I want to just mention I wasn't given this bag by WANDRD. I didn't contact them letting them know I was going to do a review. I was just a traditional customer buying the bag. So I don't have any incentive to lead you one way or another. I've spent so much time trying to find the right bag that my motivation is just to help people kind of identify if the WANDRD Prvke 21 is going to be right for them. So if I undo this buckle here and bring it down, it unfolds, and this was one of the features that I kind of liked. I wondered how this was going to be set up, and it looks like it's got the flap on the back side. I'm going to call this the front and this the back. The flap on the back is a little bit longer, and it folds over, and there are two kind of hard pieces, probably plastic underneath there, that it just kind of folds over to seal that in, and then a series of different Velcro that allows it to fold down. So that's kind of one of the things I like, because if I'm traveling and I've got my camera gear and I've got my, maybe I've got a warm coat, some other things that I'm going to need as I travel, but I don't want to have them out on the plane, this bag will expand and allow me to pack a whole lot of stuff. But then once I get to my destination, I don't have to have this large cumbersome bag that I'm carrying around. I can be a little more of a minimalist. So let's just kind of go through some of the features. Over here on the right-hand side, there's a single zipper. I probably would put my iPad in here, maybe a book, a magazine as I'm traveling. The zipper is the YKK weather-resistant zipper, and then there's a little area for it to tuck into here at the top. Looks like it was very well designed and thought out. Over here on the side is a water bottle holder. Water bottle holders to me are never big enough, it seems. You've got like maybe a fat Yeti type cup or maybe a clean canteen that's a little bit wider. Well, it looks like they've added, and I had no idea, they added a zipper to the water bottle pocket. So there's the traditional bag material, and then you've got kind of a mesh here and a zipper so that you can expand and contract that water bottle area. Again, something that I probably wouldn't have thought of, that I wasn't expecting, but kind of a nice feature. Additionally, there's a little side buckle here just for kind of support, or what you could do is put your tripod in here on the side and then buckle it up. I guess it just kind of depends on how easily accessible you want your tripod to be, and then also if you want to have a water bottle in here or not. Here on the back side, we've got these little loops, these little hooks that we can clip their straps in. They sell the straps separately. I didn't get any of those. And then we've got this chest buckle that looks like these slide. Yeah, they do. So this chest strap can be adjusted up or down. There's some clips to hold different things while you're out and about shooting. You can stick a memory card sleeve in there or whatever you'd like. And then one of the features that a lot of people liked about the bag was this kind of hidden compartment in the back where you can put your passport, your valuables. I'll probably stick my wallet in there as I'm out and about. Just anything I want to keep keep away from the public as I'm walking around, especially in crowded cities. All right, so coming around to the back, first thing, this zipper goes all the way around. So, you know, if you're out and about, you can kind of have the backpack on you and have it kind of lay down flat. So as you go to change lenses, it makes that pretty easy. That's something that I struggle with right now. It wasn't a necessity with a bag, that whole lens changing thing, but it certainly makes it nice. And then you've also got a laptop sleeve here in the back. So I'm used to using this in-case neoprene laptop cover that I got a few years ago. But I think what I'll do when I travel is you just open these up, and it's security friendly. If you don't have TSA pre-check, you can just slide it right in there. It's got it's very protective, and then you close that over there. And I'll put some pictures of this up on the website as well, some more close-ups. And then off camera for a minute, I just figured out there's this little Velcro kind of a divider within the bag that will allow you to, when you put the cube in, you can kind of, the camera cube in, you can kind of separate the two areas of the bag. So you can use it as a backpack, or you can use it as a camera cube. Some other bags that I've seen that have the cube inside of the bag as kind of a separate compartment, it makes it kind of tricky if you're putting all your camera gear in and then you're gonna go travel and throw a bunch of other stuff in the bag. It all kind of falls on the sides of the camera cube, but this has a nice little Velcro divider here on the side. So again, as I go through this bag, I'm going to be honest, and again, they didn't send me this bag. I paid full price for it. I'm actually very impressed and pretty excited to use it. Up here in the top, there's a kind of a mesh access point to the top area of the bag. So if you've got that divider kind of Velcroed in, dividing the two different segments of the bag, you can still access the top. Finally, up top here, there's another zipper compartment where you can put your valuables in there. I'd imagine I'm going to put my iPhone probably in there as I travel. Maybe put my wallet in there. Either put it up here or put it in this back compartment to protect it. There's also some ribbed padding here on the back, so if you're going on a long hike, it'll kind of give your back, relieve some of the pressure on your back. And then the straps of the bag are actually fairly padded. They look to be of kind of a neoprene-ish material or some foam with some dry fit type lining over it. One of the most critical things for me was this side access. Now, I wanted the side access without sacrificing everything else. In my first camera bag that I had, it had the side access, but I couldn't fit a computer, I couldn't fit a laptop, or really anything besides camera gear. So when I wanted to travel, if I needed to carry a coat with me, I couldn't bring the coat unless I tied it around my waist. And who wants to walk around with a coat tied around their waist? So over here on the side, this side access point, it zips all the way around. There's 3 slots for memory cards. I'll probably put my filters in here as well. Maybe my remote switch also, and then you've got access to the camera cube within here. Oh, another area on the bag that I actually didn't notice immediately is going to be for my keys, and that's going to be up here, so kind of on my left shoulder. And as you open this up, there's a little clip here for you to clip your keys onto and kind of tuck them away. I love that because one of my fears as I go on vacation is that I'm going to get home to my car, it's going to be late, I'm going to have flown all the way back home, and I'm not going to be able to find my keys. I don't want to have my keys where I put my wallet because I'm opening up that wallet compartment all the time. I want my keys up here away from everything else, tucked away so that it's kind of set it and forget it type thing. So let's take a look at the camera cube and see what kind of gear I can actually fit into this bag as I'm traveling. Now I shoot a Canon 5D Mark III. I've got a couple of different lenses. I have a 24-105 lens, and then I've got my 50, which is what stays on my camera most of the time. So let's see if this all will fit, because some of the reviews out there have said that this is more geared towards like a mirrorless setup, so like a Sony Alpha perhaps. But let's see what'll fit in here. So I've got the camera cube. It's got the logo on there as well. A couple of clips here if you needed to attach anything to it. It's got a handle, so if you needed to take it out and take it somewhere with you. Over on the side, I've got this side access compartment, so it'll protect my camera as I slide this cube into the greater bag and then unzip the bag. I've also got this zip further protecting the camera within there. So I open this up. You've got the dividers you would expect to see in a camera cube, so you can set this up however you'd like. Let's see, I've got this open. Let's see what kind of gear I'm going to be able to fit in here. The dimensions of this cube are 12 inches by 8.5, 9 inches by internally about 5 inches. So you can measure your camera, your gear, see what kind of stuff you can fit. The few dividers that come with it, there's kind of a longer divider, and then there's 3 identical shorter dividers so that I can set this up the way I'd like. So if I just set this camera in here, boom. I was a little concerned based on some of the reviews that I saw that my full frame camera, and to be honest, the 5D Mark III is not a small camera. It's actually a little bit larger than I would like it to be, but I've got that comfortably in there. I've also got my 24-105 lens, so I've got my camera, my extra lens. I'd have room for probably, let's see if I can set this lens up on its side. So I would say with this camera cube, I can fit a full frame 5D Mark III with a 50mm 1.2 lens on it. I've got an additional 24-105 lens that I've got up on its side. I've got room for probably, if I set it up right, another 2 lenses if I wanted to. So I could put a wide angle in here and then maybe another prime lens, or I could stick a flash over here on the side. So it's got plenty of room for a full frame setup. Now, if I'm a huge photographer and I'm out and I've got to carry around 6 different lenses, this isn't going to be the bag for you. But for a weekend warrior or a dad like me who he doesn't want to miss a shot, he wants easy access to his bag, but he also wants to be able to carry his gear on the plane and be comfortable, it's a really good setup. So in here I've got a 5D Mark III with a 50mm 1.2 lens. I've also got a 24-105 lens. I've got room for at least 1, probably 2 more lenses. Or I could put in my flash if I wanted to, but there's plenty of room within this camera cube. Overall, I'm actually pretty impressed with this bag. Some of the main features I like, this side access is easy to get to, but it's going to keep my camera and gear secure. I've got this pocket up here for the keys, which makes it really convenient. A valuables pocket back here to keep my valuables safe. A little zipper on the water bottle pocket so I can hold different kinds of water bottles in there. I could also put a tripod in here. I've got down here on the bottom, if you wanted to get a rain fly, you could stick the rain fly in there. Now, one thing I noticed that I'm probably going to want to purchase, I've got these hooks for some straps that WANDRD sells. I thought it came with the straps. It doesn't, so I'm going to need to buy those if I want to strap my tripod onto the bottom. Overall, I think it's a great bag. I'll do a review. I'm going on a trip here soon. I'll do a review along with some photos to kind of show you my final thoughts after using it for a month or 2. But initially, I'm very impressed with the build quality. It's got enough space to hold my full frame setup and several lenses, which is fantastic, but it's not so big and bulky that it's going to be a burden to carry around. It's collapsible. I can get it to be I can make it a very small bag. I can make it a much larger bag. I can carry my laptop, my iPad. Got some additional slots here for everything that I need. So again, I'll let you know what I think of it after a couple of months. But initial thoughts are, it's a thumbs up. Seems like a great bag. Thanks for watching. For some additional insights and photos of the bag with my camera gear in it, go to polarize.com, link here at the bottom, and thanks for coming by.